Businesses across the U.S. are in crisis. The headlines alleging misconduct in the workplace, especially sexual harassment, are widespread and deeply troubling. I'm Cynthia Fenton, co-founder of Workplace Fact Finders. My colleague Stephanie Woodhead and I noticed some disturbing trends coming to the surface in early 2016. A few months later, sexual harassment allegations exploded with a glut of compelling and disturbing headlines. This dangerous trend spurred us to write a book and share our experience conducting workplace misconduct investigations. More in the book later, but first I want you to know we are serious about improving the current workplace climate and creating an organizational culture in which respect and trust are foundational. In our experience in resolving employee complaints and conducting internal investigations, we've found two consistent themes. Number one, areas of risk go unnoticed or disregarded. And two, the manner in which a company responds to an employee grievance often magnifies the issue and creates additional and costlier problems. Let's look at number one, areas of risk go unnoticed or disregarded. Example, Harvey Weinstein. Although his behavior was far from unnoticed, it was disregarded by many due to the power Weinstein had over so many careers. Now, most companies don't have the level of problems that Hollywood has. Or do they? A report published in June 2016 by the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission suggested that 70% of individuals experiencing harassment never reported it. And why is that? Let's look at theme number two. The manner in which a company responds to an employee grievance often magnifies the issue and creates additional, costlier problems. Consider this statistic from a 2003 study. 75% of employees who spoke out against workplace mistreatment faced some sort of retaliation. Case in point, Uber. When a female engineer repeatedly reported issues of harassment to HR, she was met with retaliation in the form of being labeled a troublemaker, moved to a different position to separate her from the accused party, who was considered a high performer, given a revised poor performance review, and other inappropriate retaliatory actions. Once Susan Fowler left Uber, she published a social media post detailing a culture of harassment, bullying, and looking the other way. The media frenzy that followed led to the hiring of a former attorney general to investigate over 200 internal complaints and resulted in the resignation of Uber's CEO. Do you think it would have been less costly to have solved the problems when they were originally reported? We do. So how do you avoid this at your workplace? By establishing what we call a healthy reporting culture, a place where employees are comfortable reporting issues and grievances are solved quickly and responsibly. There are several things that create a healthy reporting culture. Here are just a few. Number one, and this is the most important, zealous endorsement and accountability by management for an impartial and equitable grievance process from the board of directors to supervisors in the trenches. This is absolutely essential. Without it, you'll have issues like those at Michigan State and USA Gymnastics. Next, willingness to listen and respond appropriately to employees who express concerns which management may not want to hear. In our experience, this is where the rubber meets the road, and it has played out in numerous negative examples in the media lately. These are two necessities in establishing a healthy reporting culture. There are other practical steps you can take, which are outlined in our book, Company Confidential: The Secrets to Effectively Resolving Internal Conflict. We will show you how our trademark concept of informed resolutions, a vigorous approach to internal reporting culture and fact-based investigations, can transform your current workplace climate. Company Confidential will show you how to turn employee grievances into an opportunity to build employer-employee relationships and strengthen the culture in your organization. Visit us at companyconfidentialbook.com.